Good afternoon, everyone. Hello to all my friends. I'm here in my kitchen, Colorado, and I'm sipping coffee from a Bishop Castle mug. The theme is Bishop Castle because I visited there today. I've been there 8 or 9, maybe 10 times in my life. There was just something about today's visit where I was like, I got to do a live stream about it and talk about all the photos I took. That's the castle, Bishop Castle. It's being built by one man over the last 40, 50 years. I think he started in the late 60s. And it's in Custer County. It's in my neighborhood, my playground on Highway 165 in Custer County, kind of between Rye and Wetmore. So anyway, I just got stories to tell you about my visit to Bishop Castle today. So, hey, Sam the King. Hey, buddy. So I got a Bishop. Boy, there's a glare. Trying to get rid of that glare. Can you see that? I got a Bishop Castle mug. It was only $7. Bishop Castle. It's a really amazing castle. I already posted a video of a video at the very top tower. So, Sam the King, how are you? I've got photos to show. Really, Bishop Castle. People, you need to visit. Just visit. Their website is bishopcastle.org. And I think you can read more and see more photos of the castle. But really, it's this one creative builder. He's a builder. He uses a lot of rock and concrete, and he does metal work. I did a video at the top of the tower. It was so frightening. It must have been 8 or 9 stories tall. It was really tall. It's really high. It's really scary too. So anyway, he's been building this since the late 1960s, early 1970s. And I think he's in his upper 70s now. Jim Bishop. And anyway, hey, exploring. I got my Bishop Castle. I want to get the glare. I want to get rid of that glare. Doesn't matter what I do. But Bishop Castle. I got a mug. Oh, yeah. Yes, we're talking about Jim. I call him Mr. Bishop. I got a picture with him. I told him, I just said, can I get a picture with you? He was he was working. He was by his truck doing whatever the heck. He's building this thing out front. There's a picture of me and him. So Jim Bishop, that's just neat. So he's got the whole castle. This is what's amazing. He's got the whole castle. This isn't the best picture. But in front, near the entrance, he's got this whole wall and this guard building. It's just remarkable. You have to go for yourself. So here, let's just see here. My phone doesn't know how to, what is going on with my phone? Here we go. Inside the castle is this big, it almost feels like a monastery, and you can have like weddings there. So it's really neat. Yeah, did Jim Bishop work in the steel mill? Is that what he did? That's pretty cool. Very cool. My phone, my dumb iPhone. Anyway, there's the picture, me and Jim Bishop. So it was so amazing. Oh. Anyway. Hey, speaking of hey, Sam the King. I've got a British friend many years ago. Nick Hughes. I took him to Bishop Castle, my British friend. Nick Hughes, Bishop Castle. And with his British accent, this was like 2007. Watch, he was really up. We were at the top of a tower, but not the highest tower. And here's what he thought of Bishop Castle. Here.
You got it, Nick. I'm crapping myself here. It's shaking a little bit, but it's sturdy. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm here. Nick, is that Bishop Castle? Nick wants to get off Bishop's Castle. He's freaking out a bit. I'm freaking out. I'm sorry, Steve. I've done it. I've climbed the summit. But this ain't Pikes Peak. And I'm going back down.
That was my friend Nick. So anyway, see, so I like taking British friends. British people would love the Bishop Castle. Really, it's so unique. This guy that has a building background, he's a big dreamer. He clearly has like an artistic, creative vision, and he knows how to build structures, you know. And you can see that tower in the background. I was up on the highest point of that tower. But anyway, so he's been building this castle for over, I don't even know, 40, 50 years now. And he's still building, he's still working on it. I don't think he's working on it as quickly as he used to. You know, he's much older now. So, but it's so cool. You can talk to him and he's down to earth. And so Bishop Castle, I just want to do a little shout out to Bishop Castle. And this mug was only $7. So pretty neat. Also, why don't we just get right to it? I actually bought, so and they have a gift shop. I had to, if they had mugs, I had to get a mug. I bought these $1. They're pictures. They're just pictures, like old print pictures. And for $1, anyway, I got pictures out like of Bishop Castle and Jim himself. Look at this. This has got to be, you know, I'm guessing in the 70s. I don't know, late 60s, 70s, maybe early 1980s. There's a dragon. There is a dragon at the top of like part of the sanctuary. And here he is. He was transporting it in his truck. Isn't that amazing? Here, wait. I'll show you the photo. Let's see here. I think I got a picture of the dragon. Let's see. Here it is. See, there's Bishop Castle. All right. And you see the dragon? So way down below, he's got a wood, you know, like a wood burning stove. So then when he has a fire going, he burns the wood and the smoke goes up and it goes out of the dragon's mouth. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So anyway, here's a picture. It's like a retro photo, but that's when he was a much younger man. Bishop Castle with the dragon. I bought more. I bought 7. I think I bought 7 photos. So exploring. Where were you today? Were you in Custer County? So were you in Wetmore? All right, I've got more photos to show. I know I'm really like hyper and enthusiastic, but seriously, it was fun. Like I don't know why. I've been there 8 or 9 times. And today I was like at the top of the tower laughing. I don't know. I was just like, wow, this is so cool. And I just thought, you know, I need to promote this a little more. So anyway, here's picture number 2. It's a photo of Jim and Phoebe Bishop in 1967. Look at them. Phoebe, his wife, she passed in 2018. All right, so she's passed. And but look at this beautiful photo of them in 1967. Look at them. Look at those guns. I'm pretty sure. I think he was born in the 40s. I think he was about 23, 24 years old right there. So in 1967. So he just apparently must have, you know. Anyway, that's so cool. I'm putting these, I'm making a little Bishop Castle. I'm going to put little frames around these. Are these 3x5s or 4x6? I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to find frames. And so picture number 3. Here's an older shot of him. This is probably a few years ago. So there he is, you know. All right. I don't want to idolize him too much or whatever, but seriously, he's the man. He's the myth. He's like the legend, Jim Bishop. So, all right. And then here's a standard photo of the castle. All right. So there's the dragon. There's that ball. And then I was at the top. It is so high at the top. It will test your sense of height. If you have a fear of heights, Bishop Castle is a little frightening. So anyway. Oh, exploring, you're by Ophir Creek. Okay. I think that's somewhere in the Wet Mountains, isn't it? So anyway, Bishop Castle. I think I got another picture of Jim. Oh, here's one. All right. They had a guy who was juggling. He was juggling pins that had fire at the ends, and he's standing on top of the dragon's head. Isn't that amazing? I would do anything to see someone standing on the dragon's head, juggling. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I don't want to overhype it. I want to you always want to like underhype, over deliver like a salesperson. You know what I mean? Under promise and then over deliver. But seriously, this is cool, man. By the way, that truck, it's still on his grounds. And now it's like an old beater. It's like an old beater truck. And it still says Bishop Castle. So here's another angle. Here's another photo of the castle. Oh, exploring Ophir Creek. Okay, yeah, that's the road that goes up. I was up there 2 days ago. I hiked St. Charles Peak. I drove up the road up towards Greenhorn Mountain. Yeah, Ophir Creek. Okay. I've been spending more time in the Wet Mountains. Since I've been living here. So in Westcliff. Anyway, here's the castle. There it is. Okay, there we go. Next time I'm going to go to the ball. And then let's see. There's actually a bridge. There's a bridge. Oh, wait, there it is. You see the bridge? There's like that little bridge. It's like a bridge to nowhere. I'm going to go back there and go up to that bridge because it's downright frightening, the bridge part. Yeah, no. This is like, yeah, Dazzle Ram. I've got photos of my first visit in 2001, and he's definitely done more work on it. Yeah. His website needs to have photos showing like different years and how much more, they've made, have all the progress they've made. So, and then here's like it's an evening Bishop Castle, and there's a couple of spotlights on the castle. It's I got to go. Man, it's so beautiful. I need to go there during the sunset and do it like a sunset video at the top tower. That'd be pretty amazing. See, right here, he was still working on this top tower. He was still working on that. Hey, Tom. Dazzle Ram. Yeah, you love Jim. Yeah. Here, I got a photo. I got a photo with me and Jim. Let's see. Where is it here? I call him Mr. Bishop, but that was today. So, and I just said, Mr. Bishop, you're doing a great thing. Keep up the good work. God bless you. And I just said, can I get a quick picture? And of course he obliged. So he's getting older. He's getting older, I mean, he's up there in age now, but I'll tell you something. He's still working. He's still working. I think he's got to be in his upper 70s, and he's still kicking butt, Yeah, Sam the King, you do. So, by the way, all right, my phone is really irritating me because I can't. It's not. Let's see here. Oh, here. Dwight, I drove Dwight. There's Dwight on the castle. He was going up the stairs. So even Dwight joined me on this trip. Dwight had never been to Bishop Castle, so I took Dwight. So I did not. No, I didn't do a not too. No, I didn't do a not too shabby with Jim Bishop. I might go back I might go back. I might one of these. I seriously. I want to go back because there's the bridge to nowhere. It's sort of, if you know what I'm talking about, there's a bridge. There's that big ball. See that ball? And then you can kind of see it. There's a bridge to the right of it. It's like black. It's made of metal. And it kind of just goes to nowhere. Because he hasn't finished the bridge. He hasn't finished the tower that goes to the bridge. So anyway, hopefully he'll get it done. But I want to go there because it's downright frightening. Just to get on the bridge will probably be a big deal. But yeah. So anyway, so here's another view of the castle. This is when you're first walking in. So here, and there's that bridge. Anyway, I'll just do a video. I'll go back. So he's a little crazy because, like, here's the thing. In America, I'm sure there's more regulations in Europe. But you can't just build a building without codes, like building codes and safety codes and all that. So he's been there. He bought this. I think he's been there since the 1960s, right? When he was a young man with his wife, Phoebe. Okay, there's a photo of him. That's him in 1967. So anyway, he's been building this castle like out in the forest, and then he invites people to visit. And so so I think he's gotten in trouble with the government with safety regulations and all that kind of stuff. And like things are not built to code at all. It seems pretty safe, but there's still some harrowing spots where you're like, whoa, So anyway, so he's got all these signs where he's like, enter at your own risk. We're not responsible if you get hurt, blah, 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 leave now. So because, people, how people are where people sue each other over nothing. So anyway, he's got all these like crazy signs, It says, we reserve the right to freedom of speech and expression. You may experience foul language. You might experience strongly expressive behavior. So anyway, so it's not like a polished Disneyland. It's just this one amazing, inspirational, and kind of crazy guy that's been building this castle, for the last, 40 whatever years. So there it is. So anyway, I'm just blabbing on. Anyway. I should have asked him. Yeah, Dazzleram, I should have asked him what he thought of COVID. Sam the King, I'm sorry you're gone already. Thanks for coming by. I do wonder what he thought of COVID. So he's got strong opinions. I don't know, he's a little, I don't know. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? We'll take a break of talking about Bishop Castle, but I'll keep sipping my coffee from my Bishop Castle mug here. But it's on both sides. I like mugs where it's on both sides. Isn't that nice? This side and then that side. So I can look at it as I drink, and so can you. It's not too shabby. Yeah. What's the temperature in Pueblo West? Hey, me and Dwight had lunch in Florence, Colorado, and it was 100. Right now it's 82. It's 82 in Westcliff. So, and that's really hot for us. Tomorrow it's going to be 86. Easy. Then it gets back down to 79, 81, 79. We're going to only hit 72 on Monday. That's more normal. So, hey, Southpaw. What's the temperature in Pueblo West? It's 93 in Cotopaxi. It's 99 in Pueblo, Colorado. Holy moly! Right now in Tucson, Arizona, it's 113 degrees. 113 degrees in Tucson. Holy yikes. Oh my gosh, 113. It's 111 in Gila Bend. 111 and with some clouds in Gila Bend, Arizona. Oh my gosh. You people. Here are British people, for my British friends. 113 Fahrenheit is 45 Celsius. It's 45 in Tucson. Oh my gosh. Isn't that crazy? So it's 101 in Pueblo West. Southpaw is 77 in Lancaster. Dazzle Ram, you're in Albuquerque. It's 100 degrees in Albuquerque. Hey, I've got some not too shabbies of Albuquerque. Here, I got plenty. Albuquerque, not too shabby. Here.
It's the Albuquerque city limit. Not too shabby.
How about a rainbow in Albuquerque?
It's a rainbow in Albuquerque. Not too shabby.
Wait, I got more. Here's a bicycle path. I think this was Paseo del Norte. There's a bike path.
It's a bicycle path in Albuquerque. Not too shabby.
Yeah. New Mexico is not a shabby place. Here, I got more. Here's a snake in the median. Surely you know that. If you're, depending on how long you've lived there,
It's a snake sculpture. Not too shabby.
I got more Albuquerque. I don't know if you know, I lived in Albuquerque summer of 2015. So here, Sandia Mountains.
It's the Sandia Mountains. Not too shabby.
And then here's Sandia Crest. I was at the top of the mountain. Here it is.
I'm on top of Sandia Crest. Not too shabby.
So there you go. Lots of Albuquerque, not too shabbies. Oh, wait. I got one more. I want to play one or two more. I remember one time I was biking in an arroyo. Here. I was biking in an arroyo. This is on the west, on the west side of Albuquerque. We're kind of central.
I'm biking in an arroyo. Not too shabby.
That was fun. So many New Mexico not too shabbies. Wait, I think I got one more, a few more. Oh, in Albuquerque, they've got some casinos. Here's the Route 66.
This is the Route 66 casino. Not too shabby.
That's way on the far west end. So there you go. So that's Albuquerque. I lived there I was only there for 4 months, summer of 2015. So and then I moved back to Colorado. So I had a sort of a job. It wasn't a job, but it was a counseling work opportunity, and then it didn't work out. But I had a good time for 4 months. So if you're just checking in, I visited Bishop Castle today, and I got a Bishop Castle mug, and I got a bunch of Bishop Castle pictures that I can use as postcards. There's a picture of Jim Bishop. There's a good picture of the castle. There's the castle, Bishop Castle. So, yeah, I was just, I got out of, I had a good time in Albuquerque, though. I did have a good time there. So, anyway, I love this photo. This is my favorite photo. I was like, I got to have that. It was only $1. I'm going to get these framed. I've got 7 photos here, and I'm going to get them framed and have like a little Bishop Castle wall to promote Bishop Castle. Custer, this is part of Custer County, our pride and joy. He's in our neighborhood, and he's out in the wet mountains. And so, yeah, look at this Dazzle Ram. I know. This is an amazing photo. Look at him. He's like showing off his muscle. Seriously, that's a great photo. Jim and Phoebe. So 1967. I think they had 4 kids. And so the kids are like around my age, I'm guessing. They're Generation X, I'm thinking. I don't know what happened to them or, what they're doing but anyway. And then Phoebe passed away in 2018. She died. So that's sad. But Jim's still, he's still working. So he was sitting talking to people. He was visiting people. And then as near the end, I thought I want to get a picture of him. He was actually working. Let me see here. Where we go here. There we go. There's a picture of us. So, very cool photo. So, anyway, so we've gone for almost 27 minutes. I'm not sure what else to talk about. Been talking about Bishop Castle. It's like you just have to have the right mindset. It's not a touristy. It's not like stupid touristy like Disney World. There's no admission. You're encouraged to donate. And it just has this down to earth. I don't know. There's just something about it. There's something about it. So, anyway. So what else should we talk about? Here in my kitchen. Wednesdays is my day off. And I already had my little outing. Dwight wanted to, actually, I went because Dwight said he wanted to go see Bishop Castle. And I said, all right, well, let's go. I'll drive. He's got that red pickup truck. He shouldn't, it's not an ideal vehicle for going longer distances. So we went. And then we had lunch in Florence. So, hello to all 5 people watching. How are you? I'm here in my kitchen here in Westcliff. Just hanging out, having a good time. All right, I'm going to tweet my my live stream on Twitter so I can get more people watching. Dazzle Ram, I'm living in Westcliff. This is where I live. This is my home. I am live streaming on YouTube right now, period. Please join me and my friends, ! Smiley face. Friends. Smiley face. Okay, there we go. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you know what, Dazzle Ram? Well, I spend my winters in Arizona. So I'm down in southern Arizona somewhere. So, but I'm in Westcliff. This is my home. So I'm a Coloradan. So how about that? Maybe we'll get a few people coming by. So invite your friends, people. There's my live stream. Bishop Castle. I got so many mugs. I got like 25, 28 mugs now or something like that. It was only $7. I was like, come on, $7? And it's got it on both sides. Bishop Castle, both sides. Isn't that amazing? So, hey, Dazzle Rem. Yeah, that's right. The 719. I'm in the 719. The 719. Oh, yeah. So, Dazzle Ram, when was the last time you were at Bishop Castle? I'm curious. So we're still at 5 people watching. We need more people watching. Come on, people. Please check in. Say hello. Give me your location, your favorite Not Too Shabby. I got pictures of Bishop Castle. That's a great one. That's just a great one. He looks real young and strong, and he's got his dragon. He's carrying on the back of his truck. Bishop Castle. That is so amazing. Dazzle Ram, you can get this mug for $7. You can get it in dark blue, you can get it in black, or you can get it in like a medium brown. So go to the gift shop, and they do take plastic. I was like, you really do take plastic? Because, like reception, you're so remote in those mountains. But they took plastic. You can get these pictures for $1 too. Here's a more recent picture of them. And here's the castle in the evening with the spotlight. Yeah, no, totally. I didn't donate because I didn't have cash on me. I didn't have a check on me. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see if they have a mug and go buy a mug. And these are $1 each. So whatever, $14. That's nothing, to donate to this cause. And I really did have a lot of fun at the top tower. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, there's another view of that beautiful Bishop Castle. Isn't that amazing? Hello to all 6 people. Please check in. Please say hello. 5, 6 people watching. This is unbelievable. I should have asked them about this. Oh my! I got to visit in the winter. I got to visit in the winter when it's really cold, and ask them, "Hey, can we get a fire going?" He's got a wood burning stove on the first floor. The fire, works its way up, and you get smoke. And I don't know how the fire, whatever, but isn't that amazing? Here, you can really see the dragon here. I guess you can climb up the dragon somehow. Good heavens. I can only imagine the danger. But my gosh. Anyway. This picture really makes me happy. It is such a beautiful picture. That really, that is a cool picture. Southpaw, you've never been to Bishop Castle? Southpaw, Josh, you have not been to a lot of places in Colorado. I'm a little disappointed. Some of the, you haven't visited. You need to come back out. Josh, why don't you just move back to Colorado? Come on. What's the story behind Bishop Castle? Here's the story. It's really simple. It's one man who started building this massive castle with rock, concrete, and he does a lot of metal work. He built this whole castle by himself since he started in the late 60s. That's the story of how amazing this castle is. Yeah. So, yeah. Everyone Southpaw. Yeah, he's a genius. He's a genius. He's inspiring. He's kind of crazy. I mean, he is. But you have to be a little crazy to do something, extraordinary with your life. You have to be a little outside the box. You have to be. By the way, here, I'm actually going to read something. I'm going to read something on his website. It was at the very top. Bishop Castle. castle.org. CASTLE. I should have done a not too shabby. I just didn't. Here it is. Here it is. So here's the first of all, here's the website. Okay, bishopcastle.org. It says, for nearly 60 years, Jim Bishop has been constructing one of the most impressive monuments to perseverance in Colorado. Bishop Castle is a monumental statue in stone and iron that cries loud testament to the beauty and glory of not only having a dream, but sticking with your dream no matter what. And most importantly, that if you do believe in yourself and strive to maintain that belief, anything can happen. So that's just right on the front page right there. So 3 full stories of interior rooms, complete with a grand ballroom, soaring towers and bridges with vistas of 100 miles, and a fire-breathing dragon make the Bishop Castle quite the unforgettable experience. Visitors are always welcome, free of charge, and the castle itself is always open. So there you go, people. So here's like the early years. Here's a picture of Jim. Okay. Here, you want me to just keep reading this? You want me to keep reading this? Yeah, we're going to talk about, I'm sure we're going to get to the fire-breathing dragon, and here's an evening shot. It says here, the early years. Okay, here it is. Let's talk about being inspired. Young Jim Bishop in 1959 at the ripe old age of 15. So he was born in 1944. Okay. Young Jim Bishop in 1959 at the ripe old age of 15 paid $450 for a 2.5 acre parcel of land enclosed on 3 sides by the majestic San Isabel National Forest. All right, that's in Custer County. It was money saved from mowing lawns, throwing newspapers, and working with his father, Willard, and the family ornamental ironworks. Jim had dropped out of high school that year over an argument from his English teacher who yelled at him, "You'll never amount to anything, Jim Bishop." Ever since he was a boy, Jim was powerfully drawn up towards the mountains visible to the west of Pueblo. And having found a small 2.5 acre parcel one weekend on a bicycle journey with some friends, convinced his parents to buy it for him with his money. So Willard and Ma Polly signed for the land and deal, which Jim wasn't even old enough to do himself. And the family now had a heavily forested 2.5 acres at 9,000 feet. So on and on it goes. Actually, I'll just keep reading it. Jim and his dad spent the next 10 summers camping out of the land and doing the groundwork for a family cabin on the site. Setting the stage for what was to come, Jim soon learned that he really enjoyed swinging an axe and wielding a shovel or pick and building their clearing with a drive up to it, which is now the courtyard between the family cabin and the castle itself with its driveway. It was in 1967 that Jim and Phoebe got married, a union that they still enjoy to this day. I think that's outdated. I think Phoebe has passed. And in 1969, at the age of 25, Jim decided it was time to start building a cabin in the mountains. Since rocks were so plentiful everywhere and free, he chose to start building a 1-room stone cottage. And then it goes on, the birth of the castle. So there's a picture of him. So, hey, Tom. Yeah, no, this is cool history. Do you want me to just keep reading this? Look, there's only 5 people watching. Let me just keep reading this. Snow doesn't melt completely. All right, it's a new section. The birth of the castle. Okay. Snow doesn't melt completely at 9,000 feet, usually until the middle of May, sometimes even into June. So the summer building season is a short one, especially when you're dealing with mortar, which cannot freeze while it's drying. There's only so much that can be done in a couple of months while still working in the ornamental iron shop to support his family. Jim started building the cabin, and after a while, Jim and Willard started trading off 2-week stints. One at the shop running the business, and one up the mountain working on the family cabin. This lasted until late spring 1971, when the problem of getting running water into the cabin arose. Willard suggested putting in a large metal tank that he had salvaged from a welding job. All right, blah, blah, blah. I want to know when they started the castle. Jim continued to build the cottage throughout the summer. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so he was building his cottage, and then they were like, here. It says here, throughout the summer, family friends, a couple of local ranchers, and even some family members commented that it looked like they were building a castle. Hey, Jim, that looks like a turret or something. What are you building? A castle. A castle? Jim heard that enough times that by the time late spring 1972 rolled around, his imagination had been stirred into something fierce. And Mr. Jim Bishop started telling friends and family that he was, in fact, going to build a castle. When Willard first heard this, he stated, as a matter of fact, that castles tended to be pretty huge and that he wasn't going to have anything to do with it. That's just too much work. Jim kept right on building, and the construction that began as a one-room stone cottage with an Eiffel Tower-shaped fireplace gave birth to this country's, and maybe even the world's largest one-man project, Bishop Castle. So he just was going to build a little cottage or on his land, and then he just said, I'm just going to make a castle. So how about that, ladies and gentlemen? I would never compare my YouTube channel to Bishop Castle, but that's kind of how it is with the Not Too Shabbies. I was just doing one or two Not Too Shabbies. You know what I mean? I just started out, and then people are like, wow, you're saying that a lot. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to build a Not Too Shabby castle, a playlist with thousands of Not Too Shabbies, because that's, so Jim Bishop has inspired me. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, hello to Dazzle Ram's 5-year-old. Hey. Yeah, bishopcastle.org. Everyone, by the way, if you're watching live or if you're watching afterwards, I just put a link, bishopcastle.org. You can read all about it. Go donate money to him. Give him $5. Give him $10. So it's just kind of fun. Okay, here's the third section. It just keeps on growing. As the castle grew, so did word of the guy up in the mountains who was pursuing the American dream to be the king of your own castle. People came to visit more and more often, and Jim would often be asked if he wanted help building his castle. For the first 8 years, the answer was always sure. And in those 8 years, not a single person ever kept their word and showed up to help. In a fit of cynical frustration, Jim vowed that, quote, by God, I've gotten this far by myself. If you're going to do something right, do it yourself, unquote. And probably another thing or two that really shouldn't be printed. So like the castle itself, the idea of the castle being a one-man project was born in the process of the doing. It was not an original intention or a childhood dream, like many people think. And he kept building, and Bishop Castle grew. So I'm surprised people didn't help him, or some of the people probably showed up. I'd be willing to help. I have no building skills. I'm not even that strong. I wasn't even that strong when I was younger, but I just have heart and inspiration, and I talk a lot. So that's the only thing I can do. I don't know that those skills would help build the castle, but that's kind of funny. Anyway, I'd love to help Mr. Bishop, build his castle. Imagine if I just quit my job and just worked for Mr. Bishop for a year. You know what I mean? I could write a book about it. I could write a book about, helping him and, it'll be kind of neat. So anyway, whatever. I just got to go. I'm going to go back probably in a few days. Sometime in the next few days, I hope to go back and hopefully I can just talk to him. Sling and rock. That's right, Southpaw. All right, Dazzle Ram, take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm sure like there's been better, if this website alone tells the whole story of his life or a lot of his life, but I'm actually not in the mood to write any more books. I wrote one book and that was enough. That was enough hard work. So anyway, this is fun. Tom, how are you? Z, how are you? I'm sipping coffee from a Bishop Castle, Colorado mug, and I got pictures. Me and Dwight went to Bishop Castle. By the way, I've done one Not Too Shabby at Bishop Castle, and it actually was in 2014. I should have done one. My problem was there was just a lot of people there, and I just didn't want to. Sometimes I can be loud. Here's my Not Too Shabby at the top tower. 26 years ago, it says.
I'm on the top tower at Bishop Castle. Not too shabby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's just fun to talk about. All right. Who's watching? There's 3 people watching. Please comment. Yeah, Tom, you got your afternoon nap. That's good. You're napping and you're watching my live stream. It's very nice of you. So, you guys, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, my last Not Too Shabby I made was 2 days ago. I hiked up St. Charles Peak on Monday. It's it's in the Wet Mountains. It's actually, a few miles away from Bishop Castle, but it's in the same general mountain region. And so here's the Not Too Shabby at the summit.
I'm on St. Charles Peak. Not too shabby.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then when was I I was at here's my here's another Not Too Shabby.
It's a clown doll. Not too shabby.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. My latest Not Too Shabby is the shaving cream.
Shaving cream, not too shabby.
It's so fast.
Shaving cream, not too shabby.
I gotta wait.
Shaving cream, not too shabby.
Wait, I'm gonna do it at 25%. It's 1.1 seconds. Playback speed, 25%. Here we go.
Shaving cream, not too shabby.
Ha 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 ha! Shaving cream, not too shabby. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, you're on your QB. You go, Tom. You go, Tom. Oh, good times, man. Good times. It's a lot of fun. Seriously, the Bishop Castle thing is like, my question to you, my viewers, is whether you're pursuing it or not, it's okay. But it's like, what would be that one crazy project where, if you know what I mean, money wasn't an object and you didn't care at all what people thought of you. You know what I mean? Even fear of failure, what would be that crazy project what would be your Bishop Castle? Come on, people. What's your big dream? You know, come on, people. Open up. Let's go. So, there's only 4 people watching and everyone's quiet. Everyone's quiet. Well, if you are watching this, seriously, I'm going to challenge you. Are you playing it safe? Are you not pursuing your dreams, or, are you not? I don't know. I guess I don't want to sound too preachy or whatever, but, got these pictures of Jim Bishop here. It's so amazing. Look at that castle. Look at what he built. That's going to be so amazing. Someday, it already is amazing, but, when he passes, when we all pass, maybe whoever owns it will keep building it. You know what I mean? And it'll be like even bigger and more amazing. Anyway, it'd be pretty neat. Pretty amazing. So that's all. And when you go to Bishop Castle, make sure you see the fire-breathing dragon. And if you go in the winter, he might have a fire going where there's like smoke and fire coming out of the dragon's mouth. And there's a dude juggling. There's a dude juggling right there on the top of the dragon. If that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. I don't know what would inspire you. So, all right, I'm signing off, everyone. Thank you for watching. Signing off from my kitchen here in Westcliff. And anyway, it was fun talking about Bishop Castle. Go visit. It's in Custer County. It's my county. It's on Highway 165 between Rye and Wetmore, kind of west of Pueblo, east of me. You'll just Google it, Bishop Castle, and then go to Bishop Castle and then visit Westcliff, so you can see my town. All right. Take care, everyone. So long. Make it a great one. Bye.